What's up everyone, it's your boy NR2003 here, and welcome everyone to Daytona International Speedway for the official return of the JBL Cup Series. It was the Rebel Cup Series for 3 seasons. The Rebel is gone, JBL has stepped up for a 3-season deal, and this is just the first of 3 seasons of JBL being the title sponsor, and this starts season 4 of the Cup Series. And we're here for the fourth annual Powerade Clash at Daytona. Basically, this has all of the balance of the Cup Series, either in the second year, third year, or fourth season in the Cup Series this season. And not many have done every season. Only 3 drivers have done all 4 seasons. Only 4 drivers have done 3 seasons. And we got 11 drivers. But season 4 is the return to the Cup Series, and the season 4 is the second season. So, got a lot of fresh faces and rookies that we will take a look at in qualifying tomorrow. First up, we got at Special Race here at Daytona the Powerade Clash. 19 drivers will participate in 16 laps in the first preview of how these new next-gen cars will do here at Daytona. It took about a year and a half for these next-gen cars to be built and to get these cars settled, and it is time to get things rolling here for the JBL Cup Series and the return of the Cup Series. And it's gonna be a good one. 16 laps on tap, and let's go ahead and get the engine fired for the big return of the Cup Series.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the engines have been fired here at Daytona, all 19 of them set to roll off for the Powerade Clash. And everyone is rolling off, and here we go. We got Wyatt Walker in the number 20, and alongside him is Season 3 and defending champion Allison Lane and the number 7 Spotted Motorsports. The number 43 we got John Andrews, and alongside him in the 47 is Dale Campbell. In row 3, Eli Bart in the 48 and Josh Ramsey in the 23. And row number 4 we got Travis Crampton, who's driven a different team in all 4 seasons now in the Cup Series, Napa College. Alongside him is last year's All-Star winner Quentin Moore in the 34. The third new team, we got Juan Garcia, a former Power Truck Series champion, back in the Cup Series number 99, and alongside him is the number 11, Owen Miles. Then we got the number 1 of Angel Overa, and the number 2 of Elijah Gordon. We got the number 24 of Hyundai Motorsports, and driven by Nathan Stapleton, and alongside him is last season's Rookie of the Year winner Mitchell Collins in the number 22. Then we got Trey Smith in the number 51, and Stephen Cohen in the number 42, 51-42. And then we got the 14 of Zachary Fitzwater, and the number 45 of Noah Clifton, and rounding out the 19 car field, and rounding out 19 veterans of the season for the JBL Cup Series, we got Ben Watson in the number 9. 19 drivers, 16 laps at Daytona. The hype is real. New season, new cars, new era, JBL Cup Series era. We are finally back. For the first time in over a year and a half, looking to see cars on track, pace car on pit road, Wyatt Walker, Allison Lane. Welcome back to the JBL Cup Series, the Powerade Clash, and Season 4 is going to start Daytona Speedways. Lap 1 of Season 4 in the Powerade Clash will be led by Dale Camel. And here comes the number 1 of Angel Overa. To his inside from Nathan Orman and Trey Smith. Lots of new teams, lots of new drivers. And one of them is this Trackhouse team. The others are Colleague and 2311 Racing. Got some others sprinkled around as well that are not in this event, but we do have Pay GMS now as well. So that's another new team. It's still Rich Pay, but now GMS majority owns it. Yeah, a lot of fresh faces and new teams. Well, right now, fresh team, new team to the Cup Series. Trackhouse Racing out front with Angel Overa, and here comes Nathan Orman right behind him. And the multiples could be very, very stacked this season. On paper, we have to see if that translates on the racetrack. But Orman in this 24th, not from Troy Smith, gonna get past the number 1 of Overa. Rick Rowe Racing has the number 51 of Troy Smith in the Clash, and it's gonna be interesting of what they can do this season. And of course, they are Ford instead of doing all kinds of different manufacturers in the past. Orman is out front, controlling the lanes here at Daytona, and here comes Trey Smith, from Zachary Fitzwater, who in the past has never really had that good of a luck on Daytona, but I guess he wants to go ballsy early on. 4 wide at Daytona on lap number 4. Fitzwater made it 4 wide for the lead, but they're gonna fan it back down. And welcome back to the Cup Series, Fitzwater. 4 wide all the way for the lead, and it's gonna make it stick new leader number 14, Zachary Fitzwater. That was very, very dicey already on that number 4. No Clifton right behind him. He was with Starcom for multiple seasons, but Starcom shut down, and now he is with the brand new 2311, who I think could be a strong contender all season long, with second year driver Josh Williamson and then a third year driver of Noah Clifton. And Clifton out front in the number 45. Here comes the guy that's done, I believe, 3 or 4 seasons of the Cup Series. Longtime veteran Ben Watson in the number 9. He is now up front with help from Mitchell Collins in the number 22. All the way on that number 6 in the Powerade Clash. And it's not a lot of time, only 16 laps to get a good finish and to get up front. But nothing is on the line, no official win. No points, just a exhibition event and a exhibition victory. Steven Cologne on his inside lane for the number 42. He has the one and he's gonna get to inside. Oh, they're working behind him! Around they go! Dale Camel! No, Noah Clifton, it looks like, isn't it? Nathan Orman, Zachary Fitzwater, Trey Smith. They weren't even full wide, I think. Just got turned, and that's going to bring out the first caution of the season, racing back to the line. It's Owen Miles and Steven Cologne. Elijah Cologne is going to push the 11 out front, and he's going to clear the 42. And looks like it's going to be Owen Miles running the race back to the line, and it will. Well, then that was sudden. They weren't even 4 wide. I think that they were just 3 wide, and someone up top went down a little side draft and just side drafted too much, I think. Well then, tough way for Dale Camel. Not the way he wanted to start his season. Same with Noah Clifton, Nathan Orman, Zachary Fitzwater, and Trey Smith. The rest of them all staying out on track. The only one that came down to pit road, at least initially, is Dale Camel, and he was the one I think that took the biggest hit into the outside wall. And he's gonna be done, unfortunately. So Dale Camel, not a great stuff for JTG Jewelry Racing. All the way out, and all we need a backup car here for the Daytona Speedway. Luckily, they weren't gonna use this car anyway for the 500. But our first caution of Season 4, first caution of Daytona Speed Weeks. And let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the Season 4 Powerade Clash. Here we go, this is what happened, and I was right, they weren't even 4 wide. No, Clifton in the 45 just went down in the 12, twice side drafts into Ray Smith in the 51, side drafts in way 12, and then turning him clipped the number 9, and then Ray Smith went back down the track into the 47 and a big hit into the outside wall. Bright also got involved, but he ended up saving that 48, a good job. Fitzgerald got T-boned and got off the ground. So, bigger than what I thought. I think Travis Green and my boss got involved in that 16. Noah Clifton, Daniel Campbell, Eli Bright, Nathan Orman, Zachary Fitzgerald, Trey Smith, Benny Watson, and Travis Crampton, it looks like all involved in this one. A mild crash from what I've seen in testing, I'm just going to say that much, but still took out about half the field, about halfway through this one in the Powerade Clash, and definitely for all of these guys' seasons start here at Daytona. Following along with the 47 of Dale Campbell, and yeah, just had nowhere to go. He was going to make it through it, but got sideswiped from the 51, and couldn't really do much with it. He was able to save it, but I guess that hit was hard enough to break either the suspension or maybe the toe link. There's a lot of new components to these next-gen cars, and unfortunately, they built something underneath the car to end his night early here at Daytona. Let's take one more look at the first crash of the season. Okay, yeah, that was just weird. The 45 had plenty of room up top, but he just chose to sideswipe the 51 and a couple big hits. And unfortunately, a lot of drivers' nights ends early at Daytona. But the good thing is, this is only an exhibition event, not the actual Daytona 500. Definitely for everyone involved: Dale Campbell, Noah Clifton, Eli Bright, Zachary Fitzgerald, Nathan Woman, Travis Crampton, and others. But it ended up being Owen Miles in the number 11, running the race back to the line, halfway through the Powerade Clash, and let's go ahead and get to the restart here at Daytona. Welcome back to Daytona, and for the Season 4 JBL Cup Series, we will go back home with only 5 laps to go in the Season 4 Powerade Clash. Everyone's still wondering, we got 18 out of the 19 drivers out on track. The only one out is, unfortunately, Dale Campbell in the number 47. When we go back green, it would be the number 11 of Owen Miles out front, Elijah Gordon in second, Chris Moore in third, Stephen Collins in fourth, Mitchell Collins in fifth, Josh Williamson in sixth, Juan Garcia in seventh, Ryan Walker in eighth, John Abrams in ninth, and running out the top 10 will be Angel Ovell in the number 1. 5 laps to go, 18 cars still out there. Let's see who will win the Season 4 Powerade Clash. Prince Moore with a good one on the restart. Gonna go for second on Elijah Gordon, entering turn 1 and 2. And here comes the 22 of Mitchell Collins to the inside. And he's also gonna get a big one, and it's gonna take about a lap for these guys to get settled out and figured out what they're gonna do. That was close between White Walker and Mitchell Collins right there. Almost 4 wide between Elijah Gordon and Stephen Cologne. They settled back down. And that crash had more than what I thought in it, or had about as many as I thought. Because we have, I want to say 14 cars in this lead pat. So not that many whatsoever. No. 11 in this lead pat. So not that many. And that's unfortunate. And Eli Bright has a ton of engineering, which he is only going 180 miles an hour. Good thing that is only 5 laps left, but we might not even finish this race in the win, because Juan Garcia is going to make it 4 wide for the lead at Daytona. If they were out, the race would be over. And they are going to crash. There goes the rest of the pack. Into the line, it's going to be Juan Garcia getting the race win in the Powerade Clash. Oh, Bickets, watch out! Trey Smith just ran into the 14 of Fitzwater. Oh my god, Eli Bright almost ran into the 51. Well, I said that we were gonna have 5 laps to go. It turned out to be 2 laps to go green-wise. And this race will unfortunately end under caution, and the brand new team of Team Trackhouse Racing, let's be gain the win here in this one. That was most of the field ended up getting involved after that. You can see the 23 of Josh Williams in 5th, I believe. Yeah, in 5th. He has a hub bubble, so even though he got 5th, he does have a damaged front end because of it. And unfortunately, he's going to have to pit because of it, so he's not going to get that 5th place finish for him. But, man, I knew that they weren't going to survive after 4 wide in turn 4, and they didn't. Unfortunate to have the crash end under yellow, but that's how it is sometimes. Before we get to the finish and officially see Juan Garcia cross the line, let's see what happened to bring up the second and final caution here in the Season 4 Powerade Clash at Daytona. Here we go, this is what happened off turns 3 and 4. It ended up being where the race winner made it 4 wide at Daytona, and that never works out, especially off of turn number 4. Quintemore and Owen Miles were being doors side by side with each other. I thought they might have been able to keep it straight, but they just hurt, and up the track they went nowhere to go for Elijah Gordon, Wyatt Walker, Angel O'Bale, Josh Williamson. Basically, the rest of the pack that was ended up being involved. Allison Wayne actually did a good job avoiding all of this mess. But all those guys that ended up sliding down to the infield of Daytona, spinning and everything. But then somewhere down the line, Fitz in a 14 hit someone. I'm not really sure who it is. Oh, I think it's gonna be the 11. Yep, right there. Fitzwater hits the 11. And unfortunately, he is sliding sideways across the banking at Daytona, and nowhere to go for Troy Smith for Holiday as well in the 51. And I think that's it. Yeah, and then Barry Watson barely missed it. So the main crash wasn't that bad, but then some of the slower people in the back that were involved in the first crash came in late and hit Fitzwater a couple of times. So that is unfortunate. Not what we wanted to see happen late in the Powerade Clash. We wanted it to go green all the way, but just how it was out sometimes, and unfortunately, a lot of cars got tangled up in it. But that's Daytona for you. Let's take another replay at it. Here we go, full speed, just 4 wide off turn 4. And, oh goodness, full speed is bigger than what it actually was. Fully logical one and all those guys, and then right there, Fitzwater with a big hit, and then another big hit with Trey Smith. And Crampton actually got a piece of it of the 51 as well. Man, those were some big hits full speed. Hit one more angle of it. Here we go from the stands and just boom! Right in front of the stands. There's nowhere to go. A lot of big hits, and then in comes Fitzy. With a big shot and another shot. Very unfortunate. A lot of cars torn up. A lot of these new connections torn up in the Powerade Clash here tonight. But Juan Garcia, he made it 4 wide, and it's gonna work out for him. The former Truck Series champion is gonna get the job done in the Powerade Clash here at Daytona. Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway, and that will do it. White flag has been displayed for the number 99 for Trackhouse Racing and Juan Garcia, former Truck Series champion. Lots of success in the Truck Series. New team, and they're gonna get the win maybe a little bit controversial. Made it for a while with 3 or 4 laps to go, and still racing under yellow, but gets the win and off a turn 24 hero join the likes of Zachary Dello in Season 1, Quinton in Season 2, and Roger in Season 3. The Season 4 Powerade Clash winner is Trackhouse Racing and Juan Garcia in the number 99. 4 different races, or 4 different versions of this race, and 4 different winners. But for Juan Garcia, he joins the pre-elite class, though. Dello, he was really good in the series. Quinton, he's really good in the series, and obviously Roger Way, he was very dominant over the course of his 3 seasons in the JBL Cup Series. So for Juan Garcia, he's a guy that was very, very strong in the Powerade Truck Series for a long time, and now gets a win in the Powerade Clash to join that elite company of Powerade Clash winners. So there we have it. The finishing results go like this. Juan Garcia gets the win, Mitchell Collins in 2nd, John Andrews in 3rd, Wyatt Walker in 4th. Allison May, the Season 3 champ, not bad, showing 5th place for her in this 9 points event. Angel Vela in 6th, Trackhouse close in 6th, pretty good for that new team. Nathan Orman in 7th, Stephen Clone in 8th, Quinton Moore in 9th, Elijah Gordon in 10th, Noah Clifton in 12th, Ben Watson in 13th, Eli Blunt in 4th in 13th, Josh Williamson in 14th, rounds out everyone that finished the race. And unfortunately, Travis Smith, I mentioned that he got a little bit of damage in that 2nd clash late. That ended up taking him out of the running, even though he already had a lot of damage being involved in the first one. Fitzy is out in 16th, Trey Smith in 17th, Owen Miles in 18th, and Dale Kimmel out in the first clash in 19th place. So a good race overall. Ended a little bit early, unfortunately, but that's how Daytona goes. For the drivers like Garcia, Collins, Andrews, they got to be feeling confident about their potential Daytona 500 car going into the next couple of days. And maybe some guys like Dale Kimmel, Owen Miles, Fitzy, Trey Smith, maybe they are glad that Daytona built Clash car and not have this be the Daytona 500 car, because that would not be good. So, tough way for all those guys at DNF, but a great race, a crazy race, great way to come back to the JBL Cup Series for the Season 4 Clash at Daytona. And Juan Garcia gets the job done. It's going to be interesting of what else we go on, or what else happens during this weekend for the Daytona Speed Weeks. We got qualifying for the Daytona 500 tomorrow, and that's going to be interesting to see who starts on pole for the Daytona 500 and who starts on pole no matter what, guaranteed. And then the next day, or the next night I should say, will be Powerade duels at Daytona to find out who makes it into the 500 out of the Uncharted cars, and who makes it, and where everyone starts for the Daytona 500. And then after that will be the Season 4 Daytona 500. So thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Juan Garcia and Trackhouse Racing for getting the win in the Season 4 Powerade Clash. I'm sorry that I was a little bit rusty here in the Powerade Clash, but that's just something I have to get good again. It's been a year and a half since I've done this, but I will get better as time goes on and as the season goes on as well. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Congrats to Juan Garcia once again on getting the Powerade Clash victory. And until tomorrow for Daytona 500 Pro Day here at Daytona, I will see you guys then. Peace!